Hi, so today's lesson, we have two objectives that we're going to try to reach. The first objective is that I can read numbers in standard form without saying and. The second objective, I can write numbers in word form. So first thing you need to do in your notebook, go to the table of contents. We're going to fill in our next page. So we should have already filled in 816 with representing numbers with Miss Wise for page 1 to 2. And for today's lesson, we are reading and writing numbers. And that's going to be page 3. Let's say 3 to 4. All right, let's switch over to those pages. My title is up there. So to start off, we're going to start off with reading numbers. So when you read numbers, you are reading it as you see it. Okay? So our vocab word for reading numbers is standard form. Standard form. Standard form is literally the number, okay? And that's kind of what I would put. It's the number itself, okay? This little thing stands for number, so the number itself. For instance, if I say 25, I will write 25. That's standard form. So if you hear me say, what is standard form of 102? You would literally write 102. Okay, pretty simple. So standard form, it's the number itself. Whatever you hear, you write. So 1,225. I would write 1,225. So since we're going up to millions, if I say a millions number and have you put it in standard form, it might be like this. 6,725 million, I'm sorry, let me say that again. 6,725,065. You'd write it like that. So again, 6,725,065. So notice how I'm not saying and. And if we go back to the objective is that you can read numbers in standard form without saying and. We have a tendency to say and when we say numbers, especially when it comes to money, but that's when it's supposed to say and. So you're only supposed to say and if there is a decimal. None of these numbers have a decimal that are on my page right now. So we should not be saying and. We should not say 102. Okay, it's 102. Okay, so if we try to say this number, 6,725,065. Notice I'm not saying and at the commas either. You do not say and at commas. So if I would put a little reminder, only say and at a decimal. And we won't be getting into decimals until next semester. So for these numbers that we're looking at today, you do not say and. So if I write this number, pause the video and see if you can say that number in your head. So you should say it like this. 3,621,425. Let me say it again. 3,621,425. So notice how it's one fluent sentence. That brings us into our next objective, which is I can write numbers in word form. So the reason we're putting this together is because writing numbers in word form is exactly how you say it. So our second vocab word, word form. I'm going to get my highlighter and highlight our vocab words So we have standard form, which is the number itself, and now we're looking at word form. So again, word form is written numbers so the number in words. So for instance, let's look at 25. So if we say 25, we read it, we put it in standard form, now we're going to write it. So 25. Notice how when I wrote it, it's exactly how I said it, 25. Okay, let's look at the second one that we put, 102. Remember, it's not 102, there's no decimal. So it would be 102. So exactly how you say it is exactly how you write it. So I started off by saying 100, and then I just said 2, 102. Notice how that's exactly how I said it, 102. Okay, so let's go for that bigger number. Let's try 1,225. Again, notice how I did not say 1,225. That's not a decimal. It's 1,225. So let's write it exactly how we say it. So we start off by saying 1,000. So you're going to write 1,000. Okay. Since I have a comma here, I'm now going to put that comma behind 1,000. Now let's move on. Then I said 225. So I'm going to write it exactly how I said it. 225. Okay? So exactly how you say it is exactly how you write it. So let's try this big number here. So we have 6,725,065. So exactly how I said it is exactly how you'll write it. Try it by yourself, pause the video, and come back and see if you got it. All right, let's see if you got it. 6 million. You're going to write 6 million. When you have a comma, you also put the comma in those words. So there's my comma, matches this comma. So I said 6 million. Next thing I said was 725. I'm going to run out of room. 25,000. I have a comma, so I need to put my comma. Next thing I said was 65. Notice I don't say 065. I just say 65. So you should have 6,725,065. Okay, I hope that this helps you and that you're able to achieve the objectives for today, which are I can read numbers in standard form without saying and I can write numbers in word form. If you need to rewatch the video to understand.